everybody. Shalom from Israel. My name is Rabbi Leor Sinai, and I am excited to be with you, albeit in this video clip. Even though it's not in any way we had imagined, I, of course, was supposed to be there with you in South Florida, in person. But I want to be honest with you about why I'm speaking to you by recording rather than standing there in front of you. For the past 48 hours, it's been a stomach twisting, knotted process of trying to figure out what to do. As you all know, and I imagine you're following the news, these aren't simple times here in Israel, or in the Middle East for that matter. And so my wife, who I consulted with, of course, about whether I should stay or whether I should go, as she always does, she gave me the wisdom to follow my heart. And yes, my heart was pulling towards you, because one of my passions in what I do is being able to come out to Jewish communities across the United States, in Europe and elsewhere, and to share and to be a part of our lives and our journeys together. But it was my 12-year-old daughter who actually settled it for me. My 12-year-old daughter looked at me last night and said, "Abba, don't go. What if there's a war and we won't be together?" And that hit me. What if there's a war while I'm away? And my family is here and I'm over there. What do I do? And so that was the decision. That was all I needed. And that sentence is Israel right now. It's the weight that we all carry. It's not knowing what's coming, but feeling that something is. But it's also the love that keeps us here versus fleeing. So here I am speaking to you from my home here in Israel with gratitude to JNF USA and my friends out there for making this opportunity possible nonetheless. And now my message with you, the message I want to share with you today is one about audacious hope. It's about our people, the story of a people whose resilience is unmatched in human history. A people who don't merely survive circumstances, but a people who actually transform them, who overcome challenges despite history. It's no coincidence, by the way, that this week we mark 130 years. It is the anniversary since the publication in 1896 of Der Judenstaat, the Jewish state, written by Theodor Herzl. This was the vision and the action plan laid out by Herzl for Jewish sovereignty. What made Herzl revolutionary, and we all studied Herzl and if you will it is no dream and all these other slogans, but what made him revolutionary wasn't that he acknowledged Jewish suffering. Every generation had done that. We study this in our history. What made him revolutionary was that he refused to stop there. He looked forward. He threw what I like to call an anchor of hope forward, not behind us to the past, but ahead of us into the future that we intended to be a part of, that we are a part of, that we've helped realize. And with that anchor that Herzl cast forward, he provided us the rope to pull ourselves towards it, towards a destiny that we all could only dream of and has become a reality. We are the inheritors of that anchor. We are living proof that his vision wasn't naive. It was necessary. Anything is possible. This is the spirit that has always defined authentic Zionism. Not a backward gaze at hardships and tragedies that our people have endured, though we never forget them, but a forward vision. A forward vision of the beauty of our people, of our history, of our customs, of our traditions, of remembering upon whose shoulders we stand, and so that we can see that much further ahead. And that's what Jewish National Fund is all about. Born from that very spirit, founded at Herzl's initiative back in 1896, and then in 1897 at the first World Zionist Congress in Basel, JNF has never stopped asking the question that defines Jewish authenticity and audacity. It's not a question of can we, it's yes we can, and now let's build it. Let's make it happen. Look at what that spirit has produced over the years. right? Go North campaign, Blueprint Negev, the JNF Galilee Culinary Institute, fighting desertification in one of the world's harshest landscapes, the Alexander Muss High School in Israel, investing in the next generation of young people, their connection to identity, to peoplehood, to Israel, creating the global Zionist village for future generations to come and learn and grow together, supporting JNF affiliates and their vital programs across the country. Where others might say, no, that can't happen, well, JNF says yes. Let's make it happen. Speaking of which, there's a joke here in Israel that when you're in a negotiation and the other party says no, well, it doesn't really mean no. It means, well, it's the start of the negotiation. And that, my friends, is deeply, essentially, well, it's Jewish. It's how we overcome, how we persevere. We don't take no for an answer. The Rebbe of blessed memory taught that Am Yisrael, the people of Israel, the Jewish people, well, we're like the salmon fish. The salmon fish swims upstream, goes against the current, and that's what we do because we're simply not like everyone else. Where other people say no, we say yes. Where we see an injustice, we want to correct it. We go against the current. We were never meant to be like everyone else. We overcome. And so to all of you gathered there in the room that I wish I was with you in person, and by extension, to all of Am Yisrael, I want to say, or actually I want to pose a question that I believe defines this historical intersection we all stand at. The question is, what kind of ancestors are we going to be? We owe this question to every generation that came before us, that have given us the opportunities to live in freedom, to control what our future might look like, to realize Jewish sovereignty after 2,000 years of exile, so that we can stand here free and make decisions. We have choices to make. And we do stand at a genuine crossroads here in Israel, in the United States, and around the world. The decisions that we make now will impact our future, our children, and generations to come. Chapters will be written about this time that our great-great-grandchildren, our future, will be learning about the same way we learn about history that preceded us. And I believe that our chapter, this chapter we're writing together, it will be extraordinary. I believe that this next era of Jewish peoplehood, of Jewish sovereignty, will build boldly and continue the legacy and vision of Herzl through mechanisms and vehicles like JNF USA, like the pioneers who came before us, and the visionaries who gave our ancestors. And we will continue to do what is necessary for our children, for our future, and for the sake of Zion, of course. And so I want to take this opportunity to thank you all. Thank you for being in that room. This is the room I would like to be in with you. And I'm sending you here from Israel positivity, love and light, and appreciation for understanding that what we face here in Israel, we understand the challenges you face in your communities in North America, the United States, and around the world. And we carry each other. We stand together. One thing is sure, and history has made undeniably clear, is that together we overcome. Irrespective of our views on, politics or denominational affiliation, that's secondary. That's privilege. It's the common denominator we share, our shared history and our shared future. Because Am Yisrael Chai, it's not just a slogan. It's a way of life. So I want to take this opportunity once again to thank you all. Thank you, JNF USA, for having me. Thank you to my friends and colleagues out there for welcoming me. Nonetheless, I hope to see you soon, whether it's here in Israel or there in South Florida during my next visit. And until then, I pray for peace and quiet. And I send you love and light from Israel. Until next time, everyone. Am Yisrael Chai.